this is just the beginning of something really good. Shit happens in the future, but good shit also happens.
Yes, exactly. Exactly,
Yes.
right? That's what they call luck.
Well,
you know?
not really luck though. As
What
you
would you
said,
say?
good prediction sometimes, doing the right things, like in terms of like getting ready, right? I think you brought it up, so I might just as well just go into it. I think luck is basically when like preparation meets opportunity. I think I've heard that people say that, right? But even for the lottery winner, they gotta buy a ticket. I haven't
Right.
bought a ticket, guys. I haven't won a lottery yet,
yeah.
but I have no chance of winning the lottery if I don't buy a ticket.
I actually see
Yeah.
that differently.
Why? Why you think? Tell me.
Because luck is a positive side of change, that can
change?
benefit you. Say, for example, COVID. There are people who benefited heavily from COVID.
But do you know what I say to that?
What?
They were prepared. Very prepared.
Well,
I think that's the difference. Let's say, for example, give an example of someone that benefited.
Mask and sanitizer companies.
They were already producing it.
Right, exactly.
They were
And
prepared.
then an
They had
event
the tools.
happened
And then an event.
that it wasn't in their control.
But they're prepared. If
Yeah.
you're- do you know what also happened during the pandemic with
What?
people that produce mask and hand sanitizers?
Yep.
Right? A lot of people tried to go into the industry
At that
the
time.
moment COVID happened. The difference with those people, they were not prepared. The people that already had the factories going, they might not have been making big profits, but they were ready for unexpected
Good
stuff.
stuff.
That's
Yeah.
why I look at it as being prepared. You're doing something. The one that is not doing anything would not be prepared to take advantage of an opportunity.
No,
Yeah.
the reason I see it different, I think this is just like terminology differences here when we're talking about right now. Yes, preparation is absolutely necessary.
Go buy your lottery ticket.
Now,
No, I'm not
however,
prepared.
you can be prepared and the luck or the events would not favor you at all.
True.
You get so
True.
that's why I would call an event that favors you luck. An event that doesn't favor you, shit happens.
You think?
That's just like how I.
So you're saying
see it.
preparation with opportunity that favors you is luck? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if it's
And then
because
preparation with an opportunity or an event that does not favor you, in this case, is kind of like, that happened, like shit happens, right?
yeah, that's the way I see
Okay.
it. Because
That's
I mean,
an angle to look at it.
I mean, I know, I understand that many people are not going to see it that way because opportunities. Well, the reason I see it that way because opportunities are not in your control, right? Those are events that you just look out for and you capitalize on them when they come. Now, the alternative to waiting for opportunity is to actually engineer it.
To create opportunity. What do you mean by engineering opportunity?
Say for example, I have a song right now that I want to release, right? And my target is that this song reaches 10 million people, right? I can just keep putting out music for maybe indefinitely for 10 years, 20 years, and then something will happen and then one of those songs will reach 10 million people. However, an alternative would be to actually engineer the process, of getting that song to reach 10 million people, whether it's by, sending it to radio stations or finding companies or YouTubers that want to use my song for their content, and making deliberate actions to actually help the song reach the 10 million people, which is my target. Alternatively, I can just look for an opportunity or wait and hope for something. So that's the reason that I consider that luck. If it's not something that you're actively putting effort to actually, to engineer, I'll use the word engineer again, then I would say you're lucky. It's opportunity, but you're lucky. Another example would be playing as a striker in football. A big part of your work is to look out for chances, right? And take them. Alternatively, there are players who would say, screw that, like Rooney, like Messi. I'm going to go in deep and work the channel and finish, right? So those are two different approaches that you can take with that. So that's the reason I would just say, but on second thoughts,
I'm just waiting for you to finish.
It's tricky.
because
It's tricky.
I wanted to get to your point. The thing is, for the first person that put out the music, they put out the music, they did the music, and they put it on a platform. They put it out there for people to access it. So they might be hoping, but they have done something. right? So that's the preparation. They might not have done it. They might not know when it's gonna happen, but they've done something. It's like watering the soil for the seeds. Not all the seeds will germinate,
Yes, yep.
right? But you've
Yep.
done something to help whichever seeds is able to germinate, and sometimes it's a big tree. You know what I mean? That actually comes out of that watering. But the other person, literally, instead of watering just one end, plants more seeds, waters more. You're increasing your chances for a big tree to come up, but it doesn't mean that there was no preparation or whatever. So maybe you can speed up the process, whatever. But I really think a lot of times luck is a real word, because as you said, it's the fact that something big came out of like something like an effort, right? But it might not be like this big effort for the big reward, right? But I also think a lot of time it is used to discredit people that actually take action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's used in that way. I'm always like, yes, they had big rewards for doing something, but they are doing something. So I think, and that's the point really I was making with that.
I think that, our understanding of, luck are very similar. It's just how we're expressing it.
Probably.
Right.
And that's why we're having the conversation, right?
And that being said, say I want to make a reference. This guy now, Jack Harlow, who just out of the blue had something going for him where it's like everything just started to pop, right? I saw a post on social media the other day, and it's people just commenting, yeah, this is what happens when you're an industry plant, blah, 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 blah. It's because of his skin color. I'm like, it's literally his catalog and his history is literally right there for you to go track and see what's going on, right?
Some people will consider him lucky, right?
Yeah, some people consider him lucky.
But that's the thing. It's used to...
But I also really, value your point is that you can improve your chances of being lucky. You can improve your chances of being lucky by taking action.
Taking some necessary actions,
yes,
compared to somebody that might, in your opinion, do the minimum because you don't know how long it took them to do the one they did.
Right.
In your opinion, did the minimum but got a big reward. So you're like, I'm doing big things. Why am I not getting big rewards?
Right.
But the problem too is some people do big things but not the necessary big things.
Right.
And the other person might have done with minimal effort. It's working smart and not hard, not all the time, right? Yeah. And they're getting the big reward. So I think it's an interesting thing. But yeah,